Hey, I just want to do a quick comparison review between the Acer Iconia Tab A500 and the Motorola Xoom, the first Xoom, not the second one. Both of these are running ice cream sandwich. I have the Verizon version of the Xoom, so even though the regular non-Verizon version has already been upgraded to Jelly Bean, this one has not yet. So I guess I'll first start with size. So the depth-wise, they're roughly about the same depth, but as you can see, there's a little more body to the Acer. Width-wise, depth-wise is the same, and then length-wise, again, the Xoom is going to be a little bit smaller. So it's going to be a little bit smaller of a carrying size. Weight-wise, I mean, you can look up the stats, but they feel roughly about the same. You know, one might be a little heavier than the other. Now going around the outside, here on the Xoom, you got your up and down rockers. Over here you have a micro SD slot and where your network card goes. You got a headphone jack. Nothing really over on this side, and on the bottom you have your regular charger, and then you have a dock charging port, HDMI and micro USB. Here on the Iconia tab, one thing that I think is pretty cool about it is that it has also a full-size USB, so you can hook up a mouse or a keyboard to it. If you want to know about wireless keyboards, I did a video on that. Take a look for that. You have your mini USB, so you have a full size and the mini USB. You got your charging port there, only one charging option for that, but there is another dock that you get for this that you can sit this on, and I believe that might charge as well. Over on this side you got an HDMI, so it's, you know, the USB is on one side, HDMI on the other. Headphone jack and power. You got your volume rocker up here, and then you have a orientation holder, which the other one doesn't have. And then behind this little guy is also your micro SD card slot. On the back you have your video camera. I can't remember what the megapixel is. And you have two speakers here. Then on the Motorola, similarly, you have a camera on the back, 5 megapixel, it says it on here, and you got your two speakers. I think sound wise, and you just take my word for it, the Motorola's got better sound. Now build wise, the Motorola is a solid build. I'm kind of twisting it here a little bit, and there's kind of no play at all. Now if I look at the Iconia tab, it definitely feels like if I give it a little more pressure, it's a little bit more floppier and flimsier. Maybe that's why with the extra size it's not that much heavier. Also, the camera on the Acer is over on this side, the left side, when you're looking at it in regular orientation mode. And on the Xoom it's going to be right in the center. So it's probably not that much difference when you're using it. You probably won't notice that much, but there is a slight difference in that you can look straight ahead at the Xoom, and you know that's where you'd be looking anyway, whereas with the Iconia tab it's a little bit more that you're going to see a little bit more to the side, but they're pretty close. So now screen wise, now I have a custom ROM on the Acer, and the reason behind that is that it actually bricked on me for no reason that I can, you know, really surmise. I'm not really sure why that happened. I'm going to turn down the lights a little bit so that you can see a little bit better. Sorry about that. Yeah, this guy actually bricked on me. Not, you know, a couple months back. I got it refurbished, so I will say that. But there's a guy on eBay that's actually unbricking these things for people for $50. So clearly there's a need for that service. So you open the screen, one thing that's pretty cool about this one is that the power on is right here on the side, so you can turn it on while it's laying down. Where the Xoom, you actually have to lift it up because the power button's on the back. But if you're holding it in your hand, you probably don't care. You just press on the back here with your finger, and the screen turns on. Now, speed-wise, I guess I would say, I think they're both the same processor. Again, I'm not going into specs. You can look that up. I think they're equally probably as fast. You got the little icon there to go to the... let me just make sure here they're the same speed here. So I'm going to press both of these guys almost instantaneously. Flip through screens. About the same. See if I have any of the exact same app between these two that I can just... I'm going to go with the Kindle app and just press on both and see how fast they come up. It seems like the Acer Iconia tab came up faster, but I don't have it synchronized, so obviously you'll see my books here and not there yet. So that's probably why that went a little bit slower the second time around. So let me see what else we got that I can compare the two. How about, let's see what app I have here. This ES File Explorer. So that time the Xoom came up faster. And it could be because it's the first time on this. See what else we got. You know, again, apps, you can pretty much put whatever you want. How about I go to, I don't have the finance app here. How about I go to Gmail on both? Pretty close to almost the same speed. Going back home. So, I mean, you know, I've used both of these. Both of these are my tablets. This was my tablet when it bricked, and I bought this the Xoom to replace the Iconia tab. Found I could get it unbricked for 50 bucks on eBay. So I had that unbricked. Why not for 50 bucks rather than let it just be a waste? And you know, I have stayed with the Motorola. I haven't gone back to this guy. Other tablets clearly are, you know, the newer ones are faster and all that, but I don't see any reason to replace either one of these if you had them. If you want the full-size USB, then definitely go with the Iconia tab. But if you have a wireless you know, keyboard, then you don't really care about that. And other than that, I mean, they're very, screen size, I guess, is the other key factor here. And lining them up, I'd say the screen going from top to bottom is the same dimension. I mean, the screen should be the same, I would think. The screen from here to here, I'd say if it's not exactly identical, it's just about identical. So, you know, that's it. Just a review of the two. And, you know, I'd recommend either one if you're interested in getting a tablet that's, you know, going to do everything that you really needed to do. I don't believe the Iconia tab is going to be upgraded to Jelly Bean. So if you want one that's going to be updated to Jelly Bean, go with the Motorola Xoom. Again, the Motorola Xoom feels a little bit more strong in the hand, but like I said, I've had the Acer for a while, and it's sturdy, it's fine, it holds up very well. I would not recommend the Acer case. It's not so great. The folio case for the Xoom is excellent. I like that. You know, it just slides into here and goes on, but I can do another review on the cases. So that's it for now. Any questions or anything else you're interested in, just feel free to leave a comment. And if you like them, definitely click on the like. Thanks. Bye.